Would you like some Pavlova, Mom?
Yes, I would love some Pavlova.
I'm gonna get the Pavlova for Mom. Here you go, Mom.
Oh, that looks delicious.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Alice's Adventures. Did you know Pavlova is New Zealand's and Australia's favorite dessert? Well, today my mom's going to be teaching us how to make Bluey's famous Pavlova from scratch. Let's see if it tastes as good as it looks.
Now before we begin, go ahead and set your ovens to 300 degrees Fahrenheit. That's approximately 149 degrees Celsius. And go ahead and line a baking sheet with parchment paper. Now we're going to prepare our sugar by adding 1 cup of sugar to our Vitamix and then turning it on a low speed until it becomes fine like a powder. And that is the secret to getting our super fine sugar, or in other words, caster sugar. Hi guys! Alright, we're gonna get started. So the first thing you have to do is you need to separate 4 egg whites and let them get to room temperature. And then after you do that, it's time to get a mixer. I use this KitchenAid mixer. It's the best thing. You can use a hand mixer, but it just might, I don't know.
It might take a while.
Yeah, it might take a little longer, so I use my KitchenAid mixer, and we're gonna pour the egg whites in.
That was so fast.
Okay, we're gonna do 1/4 a teaspoon of Cream of Tartar in. And you want to make sure you do exact measurements because Pavlovas are very, well, let's just say the consistency is very touchy. Oh, go ahead. So she's going to pour that in. And then we'll do
Dust.
1/4 a teaspoon of salt. Okay, and then we're gonna start this up to a pretty high speed. I'm gonna turn mine to pretty high. Okay, so now we're gonna wait until it looks like a cloud. It's going to turn all white and it's gonna kind of be like a cloud-like consistency. And then once that happens, we can start adding in our sugar 1 tablespoon at a time. You want to do this slowly for the best results so that all that sugar can get mixed in properly. And then once we're done with that, we're going to add in 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Let it mix for another few minutes. Okay, so come look at this. We've got it all whipped up. Looks like a nice cloud. And how you know you did a good Pavlova? Look, it's not gonna fall on your head. Look at that. That's how you know it's a good Pavlova.
That's
It won't fall out.
That's
See
awesome.
that? Now, kids, be careful. Make sure it's the right consistency, because if it's not gonna work.
And it's
If you
gonna.
did what I did, it should work.
And if you don't do that, it's gonna fall on your head if you put it above your head.
Here's how you know if you did a good Pavlova. Ready, Alice? It's not coming out!
I don't want it to fall on my head.
That's just a trick, guys. All right, so now we're gonna do some cornstarch, about 1.5 teaspoons of that. That one is a little more flexible. You don't have to be quite exact on that one, but. So we're gonna pour it in. And then we're just gonna lightly and gently fold it in.
I want to do with that part.
Okay, go ahead. So she's gonna gently fold it in. You just fold it a few times just to make sure it's in there. Okay, that should be good. Okay, so we got our parchment paper onto our pan, and we're going to just carefully put this into like a circle shape. Like a circle. Right in the center of your pan. Oh wow, this turned out bigger than I was thinking.
It's gonna be a big pavlova.
Yeah, it's gonna be like a birthday cake. These are really good for birthdays. They like to celebrate over in New Zealand and Australia with these for their birthdays sometimes, or any kind of party. Okay, so we just kind of go like this to make it into a little bit of a circle. You want it to have kind of like a small bowl shape so that you can fill in with cream and berries. So I don't push down in the middle, I just kind of pull up on the sides like this.
Yeah, and it looks good
So
when you do that
looks
too.
like that. Then we're gonna throw it in, and then we'll immediately turn down the oven to 275. Okay, we're gonna put it in here, 300 Fahrenheit. Okay, so now we're gonna let that bake for about 1 hour, and we're not going to open the oven at all because that could ruin the process. It's a very kind of picky dessert. You've got to do it exactly right for it to turn out. And so yeah, let's check it in an hour.
I'm Chef Alice, and I'm going to be chopping up the fruit for our pavlova now. Okay, now this one. Now it's time for some kiwi. Kiwi.
Very good, Chef. Chef Alice. We've got our kiwis, strawberries, and some blueberries. So now we're gonna get started on our cream. While our pavlovas are cooling down, we turned off the oven after about an hour, and you just let them sit, you don't open it. And then we're gonna start the cream. Okay, if you wanna do a shortcut, you can just get whipped cream, but if you want to be like the New Zealanders and Australians, we get the heavy whipping cream. We're gonna start out by pouring the cream, or heavy whipping cream, into our stand mixer, the same one that you used for the pavlova. It's fine. You can use a hand mixer, but it's gonna take a little longer. This one does it real quick. So, then we just start it about as high as you can get it to go without spilling everywhere. And when it gets thick like this, we start adding our powdered sugar. We're gonna add some powdered sugar to it, about 1/4 cup. And then we're gonna do about 1 teaspoon of vanilla as well after we add our sugar. All right, you just let that blend in and our cream is ready. After it's been sitting about at least 30 minutes to an hour, we check it. Looks great. Oh, look at that, you guys. Whoa, look at that. Beautiful. It's ready. So what you want is you want it to be nice and hard and crispy on the outside, and even the middle should be kind of hard and crispy. That means it's dried out completely. If it's still wet and gooey, then you need to bake it a little bit longer. Look at that. That's looking beautiful, Chef Alice.
Thank you.
Looks so good, you guys. Well, guys, this pavlova turned out to be absolutely scrumptious. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you get to try out this recipe sometime. And thanks for watching.